Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Pleased to welcome you to a very special day at Sayre School, a great day to be a Spartan. Today we honor 3 class of 2024 student athletes who have devoted countless hours of dedication to their chosen sport that leads to this day as each signs to become a college student athlete. We have cheered these 2 football players to an undefeated regular season record, a district championship, and top 5 state ranking. We have cheered this exceptional tennis star to win after win on the court, regional championship appearances, representing Sayre in the state tournament in each of her high school seasons, still with one big spring season ahead. And now we have the opportunity to cheer for these student athletes as we gather to salute their accomplishments and show our appreciation for their commitment both in the classroom as well as for Sayre athletics. So join me now as we bring forward your classmates, and we begin by asking Jack Bernard to come forward. And Jack is joined, as they come forward as well, by his parents, Bill and Jackie Bernard. Please come forward. And now, over the years, I've always referred to our student body president as Miss President or Mr. President, so I've got to keep that going and say, let's have Mr. President come forward, Tyler Francis. Tyler is joined by his father, Larry Francis, and his mother, Shanti. If they would come forward, please. And also, for Tyler today, we have his sisters, Brooklyn, Alexis, Aubrey, and Peyton, and his step-parents, Chastity and Renee, are also with us, and we're delighted to have the family with us. And now we have that tennis star that I spoke of. Would Greer Webb please come forward? And Greer is joined by her parents, Woodford and Kelly Webb. Also in the audience today, we have Greer's uncle, Lee Greer. Delighted to have Lee with us. And Caroline is also with us. And a little later, we'll hear from Coach Dennis Emery. And to begin today, I would like to introduce the Sayre School Director of Athletics, Rich Little.
Good morning and welcome. One of the most exciting moments for a student athlete is receiving a verbal commitment to play college athletics. Years of hard work and dedication has led to each of you to this exciting moment this morning. Being a collegiate student athlete is both an honor and a privilege. This morning, we are excited to have 3 Spartans participating in today's signing ceremony. To each of you will officially make your commitment to your chosen institutions and their football and tennis programs. Today, we celebrate the hard work and dedication and commitment of Jack Bernard, football, Kenyon, Tyler Francis, football, Grove City, and Greer Webb, tennis, Washington Lee. What makes today's signing more special is that we have come together as a community of family members, classmates, teammates, teachers, and coaches to celebrate this milestone for Jack, Tyler, and Greer. The advantages of signing a letter of intent allows a student athlete to wrap up their recruiting process and focus the rest of their senior year, which for every student is also special time in their lives in and outside of the classroom and their athletic commitments. The success of each of these athletes is a result of significant family support and love, exceptional teachers who challenged and guided them to be the most successful student they could be, their teammates who contributed to their growth on and off the field, and their coaches who helped them train, develop, and inspire each of them to expect nothing less than being the best version of themselves, and use their athletic gift to reach their goals and dreams of being a next-level athlete. Being a successful high school athlete is a goal for many, but for a student athlete to want to pursue playing at the highest level takes a confident, resilient, and driven individual. Athletics at the college level will be challenging, have many hurdles to navigate, and will require patience and dedication for each of you. With the foundation that was built for you by your families, your teammates, your teachers, and coaches during your time at Sayre, each of you are well equipped to thrive academically and athletically over the next 4 years. Congratulations to each of you, your families, on this extraordinary accomplishment. We are extremely proud of all of you, and always remember, once a Spartan, always a Spartan. Congratulations.
Thank you, Coach Little. I've noticed a number of our football coaching staff members here, and we're delighted to have everyone here to support these signings this morning. And at this time, I'd like to introduce our head football coach, Coach Chad Pennington.
Thank you, Mr. Mills. You guys know I'm long-winded, so a minute and a half would be really hard, but here we go. Jack Bernard, youth football, flag football, 4th grade. That's the first time Jack and I ran into each other. And remember him then. Then he moves on, doesn't decide to play football until 8th grade at TLS. You'll see the picture of him at TLS up there on the screen. Decides to make a great decision to come to Sayre School. Freshman, sophomore year, just trying to figure it out, what it's like to be a high school student, high school football player. Junior year, takes a big step, and we see a ton of potential in Jack and what he has the capability of achieving. And then senior year, the most thing I'm most proud of for Jack is he starts to really become comfortable with who he is, what he brings to the table from a football perspective as well, academically, and he goes after it. Camps, goes to multiple camps. We go on a couple of camps, really sees what it's going to take to be an offensive line or a defensive lineman in college. Leadership in the weight room. He can talk to you about the times that he and his buddies would meet over at Calvin's before school and would be weightlifting together. And then finally, I'll never forget the Paris game. He's playing nose guard in the second round of playoffs, and Coach Smith gets on the mic and says, "Hey, we need to move Jack over to the defensive end. They're running the 4 and 5 hole counter play. Jack will stop that." And lo and behold, the next time they were on the counter play, I feel really sorry. First of all, for the guy who tried to block him, and secondly, the running back that he tackled. That was a statement play for Jack. We want to thank Coach Arnold and Coach Smith for their role in his development, both offensively and defensively. Coach Bloomfield and Coach Washington is here as well. And Jack, we are so proud of you. What you've accomplished, in the words of Coach Arnold, you've set the foundation for what heightens a program. Players who pursue competition at the next level. And we'll leave you with 2 things. Number 1, always remember to bring home your shield. Number 2, go Owls.
Thank you, Coach. And now it's one of our 3 stars of the morning. Here he comes, Jack Bernard.
I would like to start by thanking my family. Mom and Dad, thank you for all that you have done for me over the years. Whether it was early morning workouts or late night practices, I could always count on you guys to get me where I needed to be. I know that my pursuance of football came as a shock, and honestly it came as a shock to me too. Although it was a shock, your support for me never wavered. Thank you. I'd also like to give my thanks to my coaches. Coach Conley, without your relentless insistence on my participation in football, I likely would not be standing here today. You've been there for me more times than I can count as a coach and a friend. Your constant support and encouragement has gotten me where I am, and I thank you for that. Coach Pennington, words cannot express what you have done for me and my teammates. You not only have developed me as a player, but you have developed me as a man. I will carry the core values that you've instilled in us for the rest of my life. Furthermore, I would like to thank my teammates and friends, although I consider them family. Whether you've been cheering me on or on the field with me, you have done more for me than you know. I am grateful for everyone who has helped me along the way, and I'm beyond excited to further my education and athletic career at Kenyon for the next 4 years. Go Owls.
Now I want to reintroduce, I would say, a very proud head football coach of Sayre School to offer remarks on another of our Sayre School football players, who will take his talents to the next level. Again, Coach Pennington.
Tyler Francis, Bulldogs. 5th grade years when Tyler and I crossed paths for the first time. And then he, as he was going to Tate's Creek, he came over and played with us middle school football from 6th through 8th grade at TLS. And then makes another great decision like Jack to come to Sayre School. Freshman, sophomore year, similar to Jack, just trying to figure it out, see where he kind of lines up in the program, who he is as a high school student athlete. Junior year faces major adversity, has a knee injury in one of our scrimmages, misses the first 3 to 4 games. And throughout the whole year, playing in pain, going through rehab, doing all those things. And then finally, his senior year makes an intentional effort to say, you know what, I want to go after this. I want to become a college student athlete playing the game of football. That required a lot of hard work. The weight room, the body transformation, the diet, all those different things. The technique studying how to become a better center. I'll never forget when he called me this summer and said, Coach, you know, I think I would really prepare myself for college if we could start making more offensive line calls, and I can kind of help the offensive line get our pass protection set up. For those of you who don't know, center's kind of the quarterback of the offensive line. And so we sat down and we created a whole system of calls for him so that he could develop himself in that regard. And also accepting a leadership role with our team and being vocal when he needed to be vocal, leading by example when he needed to lead by example. Like Jack, the role of Coach Arnold and Coach Smith in his development as an offensive and defensive lineman has been huge, and as well as Coach Bloomfield and Coach Washington. And so Tyler, just so proud of you and what you've accomplished. And in the words of Coach Arnold, you wanted this, and you did everything you needed to do to achieve it. So 2 things we'll leave with you. Number 1, always remember, bring home your shield. Number 2, go Wolverines.
And now, once again, he is Mr. President, Tyler Francis.
First off, I would like to thank you all for being here, some of you against your will. I would like to thank my family for being at every game since the age of 7 and supporting me along the way, even when I wasn't confident that I would be signing anywhere, especially as a lineman. Thank you to my mom and Chaz for buying the sheer amount of food that I've consumed in the past couple years. And thank you to my sisters for sacrificing a lot of your time during high school and college to come pick me up and take me to my multitudes of practices and games. Thank you to the one coach that I've had since the age of 9 years old, Coach Pennington, for always believing in me, even when I decided I wanted to be vegan for 2 years, and helping me get to the point that I am today in my football and character building journeys. I would like to thank my teammates for helping me. It's a team sport, as we all know, and I would be nowhere without them. And lastly, I would like to thank Coach D. Donato and Coach Bainey and the entire Grove City football staff for believing in me and allowing me to have this opportunity not only to continue my football career, but also continue my academic journey as a mechanical engineer as well. Go Wolverines.
Thank you, Tyler. At this time, for his remarks, I would like to introduce our head tennis coach, Sayre's Charles Matthews.
So in my 10 years of coaching at Sayre, I can say with confidence that Greer isn't just one of the best players that we've had here, but definitely one of the best people. You know, I've been here for a very long time. I coach, I volunteer on a national level, and so I get to see a lot of things go on, and she is just so genuine, and it has been a pleasure. Not sure if she knows this or not, but I can't begin to count the number of other players, coaches, parents from across the state who have texted me to tell me how lucky I am to have you on the team. And truly, I am lucky. Our sport forces us to not only face an opponent, but to overcome ourselves about 100 different times in 1 second, and then we have to keep doing it over and over and over again. And I'm lucky to have been able to been with you on the bench these last few years, and I'm ready to close out the 4th with a bang. As an advocate of tennis on multiple levels, I can say that we are happy to have you advocating for our sport, and I have zero doubt that you will continue to inspire those around you both on and off the court. Good luck, and you will truly be missed.
We're also honored to have with us today a gentleman who has worked with Greer, I believe, since 11 years old with very much personal training. He is the former University of Kentucky head men's tennis coach, a 30-year, very highly successful tenure, in fact, and we're proud to welcome Coach Dennis Emery.
Well, as Charles said, I've coached Greer since she was 11 years old, 4 to 5 days a week. And I look at these pictures up here and it's hard to believe that we're here today, having known you at 11. But I coached tennis, college tennis for 35 years, and I'm thrilled that Greer gets to go to her dream school. After coaching for 35 years in college, I can tell you that that's seldom the way that this plays out. It's a tribute to her hard work that she gets to go to her dream school. My thought is it's her dream school because she can combine her academics, which I know are very important to her, and her tennis at a high-level collegiate tennis program. Washington elite, very respected in the tennis world. Like Charles, I've seen Greer in many competitive situations, and I can tell you, and I think he would agree with this, she could win the sportsmanship award every week of the year, every tournament that she plays. And it's not because she doesn't get mad or frustrated. I'm sure you do. Okay, but I thought, why is it that she's so respected in the tennis community in the state and on the southern level? And then it dawned on me, it's because of the respect that she shows to all her opponents. If you go to some of these junior tournaments, if you go to these high school matches, you'll see a lot of these players attacking their opponents. She never does that. She never attacks opponent. Always a lot of respect, and I think it's her best trait. The respect that she shows not only for the game, but for her opponents. In her tennis, she's had a steady upward trajectory. She's gotten a little bit better every year, which is, as a coach, is what you want to see. She's added things to her game every year. And the great thing is her best tennis is out in front of her. Something that we've talked about for years, how her best tennis is going to be in college. And when she gets in that structured environment and in the match play, that's going to happen. So Greer, very proud of you, not only as a player, but as a person. And what you've become, I think what Charles has said is that goes around the state. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Coach. And now our third star of the morning, we'll hear from Greer Webb.
I want to express my gratitude to my parents for their invaluable support that has brought me to this point. Without the unwavering dedication of both my mom and dad, I would not be up here. In particular, I extend my deepest appreciation to my mom, who accompanies me to every single tennis tournament, regardless of the distance, without ever expressing a complaint. She has been an integral part of my support system, and I consider myself exceptionally fortunate and grateful to have such a devoted woman in my life. I also extend my thanks to my coaches, Coach Emery and Coach Matthews. Coach Emery started working with me when I was 11 years old, and I've had the privilege of learning from him ever since. He has laid the foundation for my skills and played a pivotal role in shaping me into the player I am today. His profound understanding of the game and exceptional coaching abilities have taught me so much. Also, Coach Matthews has encouraged me throughout every high school tennis season since I arrived at Sayre. He is an exceptional coach who continually motivates our team to strive for excellence, and I'm immensely grateful for his persistence and belief in me throughout the years. I sincerely appreciate my team and my friends who have consistently provided amazing enthusiasm and cheered me on during my matches as well. I am very grateful to everyone who has been a part of this incredible journey, and I am eager to apply everything I have learned thus far in the next 4 years at WNL. Go Generals!
And now this is what we came for. This is the moment. You'll take pens in hand. And guys, here it is. They're signing their national letter of intent to become college athletes. We have Jack, Tyler, and Greer. Congratulations. I join the families in offering a big thank you for all of the support that's been provided by the Sayre community over the years for these student athletes and for all of our students, faculty members, dedication in the classroom, pursuit outside of the classroom of various extracurricular activities to be the best you can be. And I commend each and every one of our Sayre students and know that you will now want to congratulate your classmates and continue your journeys as you move toward, as Coach Emery had so aptly stated, chasing that dream, trying to chase that dream, whether it's the dream college, the dream athletic opportunities, those dreams that lie ahead. We encourage that journey to continue. Thank you so very much, and congratulations once again to our 3 superstars today.